After the Lakers lost Game 2 in Oklahoma City, J.J. Redick had some things to say about the officiating. He complained about flopping, embellishment, and no, he wasn't talking about LeBron James. Does J.J. have a point? Well, we're going to talk about it. We'll talk about the Lakers hosting Oklahoma City in Game 3. But before that, let's get started with the Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the Detroit Pistons in Game 3. Cleveland will be a 4.5-point home favorite. Total sits at 211.5. And Detroit shot 49% from the field and 50% from beyond the arc in Game 2. Cade Cunningham had 25 points on 7 of 14 shooting, and Tobias Harris 21 points on 9 of 16. In the first round in Game 3, Detroit went to Orlando, and they trailed by a score of 61-54 after the first half. And we know that teams down 0-2 in a playoff series heading home for Game 3 have covered the spread in roughly 70% of the first half in that Game 3. And I think we have to look at that trend here. The Pistons are 5-0 straight up in their last 5 overall. The under is 6-3 in the Pistons' last 9 overall. Cleveland has averaged just about 100 points per game on the road. Of course, they're winless on the road in the postseason, but they've averaged almost 120 points per game at home. The Cavs lost Game 2 by a score of 107-97. They shot just 42% from the field, 22% from beyond the arc. Donovan Mitchell did have 31 points on 11 of 24 shooting, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. But James Harden, little game James, he's been an absolute bum in these playoffs. Just 10 points on 3 of 13 shooting. And I kind of enjoy calling him Little Man James or Little Game James. I'm not a big James Harden fan, to be honest with you. When he kind of started that trend of jumping into your defender to get manufacture points at the free throw line, something that we see from SGA now and pretty much most players these days. Not a big fan of that style of basketball, but little game James has been big game James at home in these playoffs. He's averaging over 20 points per game at home. The Cavs are 8-0 straight up in their last 8 home games. The over is 8-2 in Cleveland's last 8 as favorites. And the Cavs are 10-1 straight up in their last 11 versus the Pistons at home in Cleveland. And that trend of teams down 0-2 heading home for Game 3, it didn't work out for us yesterday, mind you. Philly fell apart in the second quarter, but we're not going to be dismayed by that. We will go with Cleveland. First half minus 2.5 points. That will be the play for the early game. You better get on that quickly because that game starts pretty soon. Before we talk about the Thunder and the Lakers, let me tell you about a few promotions we have available for the summer, and let's get started with the big one. This one is only available at Picks and Parlays. You can find this on my page at Picks and Parlays, and this is the best deal you'll ever see offered for my picks. $999 for 365 days. What will that get you? That'll get you picks for under $1 a pick and puts you in the best position to succeed. I'm hitting over 60% with Major League Baseball the last 365 days, killing it in the NHL playoffs now. 12-4, I believe, in my last 16 NHL playoff picks. NBA playoffs 5-0 with my last 5 NBA plays for clients. We had Minnesota in the first quarter for clients last night. What else did we have? We got the World Cup coming up this summer. I got a promotion for that as well. But if you're not following me on Twitter at Jesse Schule, you should be following me. Check out the pinned tweet. It's a detailed history of winning big in the NBA playoffs going back several seasons, over a decade. But the World Cup, this kicks off in June. I hit 71% of my plays in the last World Cup tournament, and that's not a fluke because I'm number 2 all-time with profit with soccer on the network, and I'm joined by Ben Burns, who's never lost a 5% play in the sport of soccer. And you can get me and Ben all soccer plays from today through the end of the World Cup, $299. Again, that's only available at Picks and Parlays, my page or Ben's page. But let's get back into this game between the LA Lakers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City won game 2 by a score of 125-107. They were actually trailing by a point at halftime in that game. The Lakers have played well early in both of the first 2 games of this series. The Thunder shot 56% from the field and 39% from beyond the arc. I'm not sure if we'll see any regression, but SGA 22 points on 7 of 13 shooting. SGA has been pedestrian in this series. The Lakers have been doing a pretty solid job of defending him. Chet Holmgren 22 points, AJ Mitchell 20 points. This Oklahoma City team, they have the depth. They're tough nut to crack. I mean, Oklahoma City is the best team in the NBA. Maybe the Spurs might have their number, but the Lakers certainly don't. Oklahoma City is 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 versus LA, and the Thunder have won 11 of their last 13 road games. But let's get into the JJ Redick comments, because Redick was complaining about a lack of calls on LeBron James when he's got the ball. And then in addition to that, when SGA's got the ball, if you even look at him the wrong way, the refs are blowing the whistle. And this is not something that we've heard just from JJ Redick. We heard Skip Bayless on First Take echo those sentiments, and we've heard other people echo those sentiments, not just in mainstream media, but how about Prize Picks coming out and claiming the refs are favoring the Oklahoma City Thunder? That's a partner of the NBA. So, I mean, I think this sets up a situation where the league has to tell the officials, listen, you got to even out the calls for this game. All eyes are on the officiating here. JJ Redick has put the league on notice. I would expect the Lakers to get favorable calls in this game. And LA has played well enough to hang around early in games. And then we have that trend of teams down 0-2, heading home, first half of game 3, 70% against the spread. The Lakers are a big underdog in this game. So you're getting 4.5 points with the Lakers. If you take the Lakers in the first half in this game, I expect the referees to be very kind to LeBron James early in this game. I think JJ Redick's post-game rant will be effective, and I think the Lakers will come out with their hair on fire here and hang with Oklahoma City, at least for the first half of this game. I know it didn't work out yesterday, but that's a small sample size. I did mention 70% against the spread over the last 20 years. We got to go with that. So we're taking the Lakers plus 4.5 in the early game. We're taking the Cavs first half minus 2.5. Sorry, the Lakers are the late game. The Cavs minus 2.5 for the first half in the early game. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty or even if it's about Alec Baldwin or General Mark Milley, whatever you want to say, hit me up in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.